Well, I'm talking to you from the terrace on my home here in Santa Barbara, California, on a beautiful summer afternoon, and just wanted to convey to you about some of my painting. The works that you have in your gallery for this show are 4 works by myself. 2 are paintings of small, what we call bungalow cottages here in California, and they really represent kind of small town Americana, particularly here in the West. And so each time I paint or sketch one of those homes, I always think about the families that have lived in them, the blue collar or moderate lifestyle that they probably left. They worked very hard, but they were part of a small community and very close knit. So those are always fascinating, particularly the geometry and the colors. Traditionally, they're usually white. The other painting is a painting of our famous eucalyptus trees, which actually were imported from Australia in the early 1900s here in California, primarily as windbreaks, but as the years went on, people used them for various reasons, and this happens to be a lane over in Montecito, close to one of our most important pieces of architecture, the Biltmore Hotel, right on the ocean. And so that's a sketch at midday, because lots of folks use that little lane to walk their dogs or park and walk to the beach. And then the other painting is at the evening, at sunset, that azure color that transitions Santa Barbara from a bright sunny day into a beautiful blue evening. And sometimes, particularly in the summer sky, we have that same azure color in the night sky that one would see in Venice. So they're always fascinating viewpoints. Even though the courthouse is a much bigger building and more architecturally known elsewhere, I thought I would capture just a bit of it as it looked over the top of the rooftops here in Santa Barbara. I've been painting and sketching all my life. As an architect, part of my sketching abilities and composition and design of buildings is always encompassed in this idea that it's not just the piece of architecture, it's not just the isolation of the individual building, but how it sits in the context of its surroundings and what the composition looks like. And the composition is the combination of both the architecture, the landscaping, and of course the area that surrounds it, which is vitally important as we, as architects, design buildings for people to use them. And in my career, most of my work was in the public arena, and so we always engaged all the stakeholders, all of the folks that would use that building, because it was very important that the building functioned properly, but also because they were public buildings, it's how the public conceived them and understood them. So those are vital to the way I would practice architecture.